My name is Yulia Stadnichuk. I'm the spokesperson for the International Public Movement's Politics 2.0. And today we are making an official announcement that we are initiating a pre-term presidential elections in Russia. We are totally aware that the current criminal regime initiated this criminal, terrible war with Ukraine, which has already led to this rivers of blood and to this rise of hatred, which we do not know how to pacify right now. And we are totally aware that the criminal regime of Putin and his accomplices is heading towards destroying our country and us as a nation, as people, as persons. We've been tolerant to this. We've been trying to make some peaceful legal steps for quite a long time, quite a period of time. But we are aware that right now we need to make some more serious steps. And that is why right now we are initiating these pre-term presidential elections. And we are officially stating that this is a responsibility of all international organizations which are in charge of protecting international peace and security, of protecting civil and political rights of people, to support our initiative and to support us in our steps towards initiating these presidential elections. Because the war initiated by Putin and his criminal regime has already led to huge crisis, huge international crisis. It affected all countries of the world. It affected all economies. It led to huge migrant, to huge criminal crisis in Europe, and to provoking this hunger crisis all over the world. And not supporting us in this initiative, not informing people about this initiative, not supporting our steps, will mean supporting the criminal regime of Vladimir Putin and his accomplices. We have strong intention to follow only legal procedures. We do not violate law. We do not want to violate constitution. We do not violate any international acts. We do not infringe on civil and political rights. But that's exactly what we need to do. We need to protect civil and political rights. We need to execute our authority, which is given to us by our constitution, and to save our country and to protect international peace and security. And that is why we need to conduct these pre-term presidential elections. With the blessing of Father Afanasis, the elder of Holy Mount Athos, I will be running for this presidential campaign from the members of Politics 2.0 movement, and we welcome all candidates. We do believe that the elections should be open, democratic. It is to have good coverage with the media, and let Vladimir Putin also take part in these elections. We want him to take part. We want him to take part in the debate. We want him to announce his program, because Vladimir Putin has never announced his political or economic program while running for presidential campaigns previously. And look now where we are. So we need him to announce the program. We need him to take part in the debate and to answer those questions. And that is why we need to initiate these pre-term presidential elections. And we need information support. And I would like to stress it specifically, that the media bears full responsibility for what is going on in our country and in the world right now. And the media is to cover our initiative and all the preparation to these presidential elections. Otherwise, this will mean that the media and all the journalists who work for these media actually are accomplices of the regime and are also to blame for the crimes and for the war. So we are today announcing these presidential elections. We will be turning to the United Nations. We will be asking for support. We'll be demanding support, actually. And we will be informing you of our further steps. In case you have any questions, please let us know. And now we will switch on to further discussion. We would like to stress it once more that the media actually keeps silent, having a sort of conspiracy of silence about this unprecedented event. And in case the media keeps this conspiracy of silence, in case the media doesn't cover this unprecedented event, the announcement of the pre-term presidential elections in Russia, and I'm not talking about only Russian media, I'm talking about international media, because right now all the corners of the world see that what is happening in Russia and what is happening between Russia and Ukraine has huge influence, has huge impact all over the world. So this has to do with peace and security. This has to do with prosperity about all the countries of the world. So if the media, international media, keeps silent about this event, keeps silent about our announcement, this will actually mean that they are the accomplices of this regime. And if tomorrow there is no news about it, if tomorrow there is media silence about our announcement of the pre-term presidential elections in Russia, initiated by Politics 2.0 international public movements, this will be the confirmation that the media are accomplices of the criminal regime of Vladimir Putin, and Vladimir Putin supports absolutely total support of all international media outlets, no matter how they claim, how free, independent, and democratic they claim they are. In case they keep silence about the announcement of Politics 2.0 movement about the pre-term presidential elections in Russia, this will mean that all the media all over the world, not only those leading media international outlets, but also all the smallest media, all the national news agencies of all the countries, are members of this conspiracy of silence and do support the criminal regime of Vladimir Putin and do support this terrible war, which is destroying countries and which is destroying the economy of the world.